we have already done and already discussed about parallel and series combination of resistances. Now we will discuss about some numericals on resistances in parallel combination and series combination. Here in this problem, that's a circuit is given here. You can see the question says that what is the equivalent resistance between point A and B in the circuit. That is a circuit. You can assume a point P here, a point P here, that is also that is called C point. This pointed out. This is point C, and this is point D. This is point D. Sorry. For this circuit, the point A and D, you can assume points A and C, you can assume the same point, because the potential difference between A and D is 0. Similarly, this point C and D is C and B is similar. So you can assume the point C and B is the same point or same potential difference. So now you can draw the circuit by this way. That is point A and that is point D, because the potential difference between A and D is 0. So A and D, so D and B, D and B, D and B, B or C same point. So the resistance R lies between D and B, and the 2R is lies between C and D, that is C and D. Okay, and the 2R resistance A and C, between A and C, that 2R A and C, between A and C. That means the resistances here shown here is in parallel combination. Like this way you can calculate the equivalent resistance for this circuit, for this given circuit. You can calculate that. That is the question of 2024 CBSE board and IIT 97 also. You can see it is a question of IIT 97 and CBSE board 2024, CBSE 2024, CBSE from same concept, from same concept CBSE 24. That is a question of CBSE 24 also. Do you understand? Okay. Right now that is the equivalent resistance comes out to R by 2. It is not in your syllabus that type of questions. This is a important question, you can do that. No, 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 no. Excuse me. One thing I have to discuss at first. I need to discuss at first. If a resistance, if two resistances R1 and R2 connected in series combination, R1 and R2 R1 and R2 connected in series combination, then the equivalent resistance always greater than the individual resistances. Okay, R1 plus R2, but that is a maximum resistance. Okay, and but when two resistances are connected in parallel combination, two resistances are connected in parallel combination, you can find out if that is 5 ohm, that is 5 ohm, and that is 5 ohm also. You can calculate the equivalent resistance, and you I will assure you that the equivalent resistance will be less than the each resistances. Okay, that means that is a minimum resistance, minimum equivalent resistance, or maximum resistance we can calculate from series combination, and minimum resistance we can calculate from the parallel combination of resistances. Okay, uh, okay, so right now that is joule heating, heat produced by electric, that is the next uh, target of our journey. The heat produced by electric current or Joule's law, that is the next target of our journey. Obtain an equation or an expression for an heat developed in a resistor by the passage of an electric current through it. Hence state Joule's law of heating. Heat produced in a resistor, consider a conductor AB. Resistance R shown in figure 3.125, that is a figure uh, you can see clearly. A source of EMF, EMF means that is the EMF battery, maintains a potential difference V between its end A and B. Okay, and B and sends a steady current I from A to B clearly. VA greater than VV, obvious current flows from the point A to point B, that means VA greater than VB, and the potential difference across AB is V is equals to VA minus VB. I have discussed earlier about it. That is greater than 0. Obvious that is greater than 0, because if VA minus VB is equals to 0, if uh, it is if it was VA is equals to VB, that means no current flows from the circuit. Okay, the amount of charge that flows from A to B in time t, that is called Q is equals to IT. I have already discussed about it. And as the charge Q moves through a decrease of potential of magnitude V, its potential energy decreases by the amount of U is equals to potential difference at B minus potential difference at A. That means potential energy at B, final potential energy at B, and final potential energy at A. V is equals to V is equals to W by Q. That means QV minus QVA. That means Q into V minus A minus QV. That means less than 0. What says about that? If the charges moves through the conductor without suffering collisions, their kinetic energy would change, so the total energy is unchanged. By conservation of energy, the change in kinetic energy must be this in this case you have to know this syllabus for your you have know this syllabus for your 10th grade physics. So I have to move here. But with a steady drift velocity, this is because of the collision of electrons with ions and atoms during the course of their motion. The kinetic energy gained by the electrons is shared with the metal ions. The ions vibrate more vigorously and conductor gets heated up. The amount of energy dissipated as heat in conductor in time t is. So it's one to say when the electrons, I have already told, in a conductor, when electrons moves with a drift velocity, steady drift velocity, this is because of collisions of electrons. This is because collision of electrons. I have already told about it when I discussed about drift velocity. Okay, this is because of collisions of electrons with ions and atoms during the course of their motion. The kinetic energy gained by the electrons is shared with the metal ions. दैट मेटल आयंस के हमने बोले थे कि मेटल आयंस के साथ ये टकराता है ना, तो उसमें उसका काइनेटिक एनर्जी मेटल में ट्रांसफ़र होता है, वही बोल रहा है. दिस आयंस वाइब्रेट मोर विगरसली एंड द कंडक्टर गेट्स हीटेड. सो दिस आयंस वाइब्रेट, आयंस क्या करने लगता है, वाइब्रेट करने लगते हैं मोर विगरसली एंड द कंडक्टर गेट्स हीटेड, कंडक्टर हीट होने लगता है इसकी वजह से. द अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी डिसिपेटेड एज हीट इन कंडक्टर इन टाइम टी इज, तो इसका जो हीट होता है H, इसको हम H से डिनोट करते हैं हीट को, तो वी आई टी जूल, और आई स्क्वायर आर टी वी स्क्वायर बाई टी बाई आर जूल। दैट मीन्स जूल क्या बोला था जो ये हीट है, हीट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द स्क्वायर ऑफ करंट फॉर ए गिवन आर। कोई भी गिवन आर के लिए, अगर आर कांस्टेंट है कोई भी गिवन आर के लिए, जो H है, अगर R एंड T कांस्टेंट है तो आई H प्रोपोर्शनल टू आई स्क्वायर होगा। यही जूल ने बोला था। इसका जो हीट है, हीट किसके प्रोपोर्शनल होगा? अगर R एंड T कांस्टेंट रहा तो H प्रोपोर्शनल टू आई स्क्वायर, H प्रोपोर्शनल टू आई स्क्वायर, it will indicates that। इसके बाद क्या बोला गया है? इसके बाद बोला गया है एंड डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द रेजिस्टेंस आर फॉर ए गिवन आई, इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द रेजिस्टेंस आर फॉर ए गिवन भी, एंड डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द टाइम फॉर which the current flows through the resistor। That means it is directly proportional to R, it is directly proportional to R, it is directly proportional to R and H is directly proportional to T for given resistance and I, for a given I and T, when I and inversely proportional to the resistance R for a V, and directly and proportional to the time for which the current flows through the resistors, and directly proportional to the resistance R for a given I, and inversely proportional to the resistance R for a given V। for a given V के लिए it is inversely proportional to R, and for given I के लिए, given I के लिए it is directly proportional to R। it is clearly given here। okay, that means if you merge it, then the whole scenario like that, whole scenario you will H is equals to I square RT, here will be a constant also, but that is not, that is 1, this value of this constant is assumed to be 1, I square RT, H is equals to I square RT, H is equals to I square RT। okay, you can write it as like that, IR into I T into I T, IR into IT, and you can also IR is equals to VT, IR is equals to V, V is equals to IR, V into IT, V into IT। You can also write it V into Q. You can write it also V into Q. Okay, V into Q. That means heat as a energy, that means W is equals to QV. You have already done it from potential difference, question of potential, in the concept of potential different. Heat is a form of energy. Okay, that means W is equals to V into Q. Okay, right now that means you can write it Q is equals to uh, V is equals to, okay, uh, you can write it here, W is equals to V by Q, and V is equals to IR na. So I square R square, from here you can write here I square R square by divided by R. You can write it here like that. You can do it. That means I square R square, that means V square. So V square, so H is equals to V square T, V square T by R. That is another form of, that is the another form of the, that is another form of Joule heating formula. Okay, I think no doubt arises here. I want to rub it. So right now now we goes to the point electric power, that is power. The rate of doing work is called actually rate of work done. The rate of work done is called power. That means power means P is equals to W by T. P is equals to, actually we want to write here that P is equals to, I want to write here P is equals to W by T. That means work done per unit time. That means rate of work done actually, W by T. W by T. As I written before, W is equals to V into Q. W is equals to V into Q. V into Q upon T. Q by T is equals to I. Q by T is equals to I. So P is equals to V into I. P is equals to V into I. You can see from many for you can apply this formula for many types of questions. V is equals to Vi. That is the main portion of this. And V is also written as that is Q by T. That means you can write Q by T is equals to V, P is equals to Vi, and V is equals to IR. You can write V is equals to IR also. V is equals to IR, we know about it. IR into I, that means P is equals to I square R. That is another form of power formula. I square R, P is equals to I square R. You can write it another way. That means I square R na V square. That means you can write I square R square I square R square by R. That means V square by R. That means V square by R. That means P is equals to VI I square R and V square by R. That means that is the formula for power. Okay, this formulas is useful for your syllabus. It is most important. And power is the SI unit of power is watt. That means you have already I have already discussed about this electric power. Electric power is equals to what is this? अरे भाई हाँ electric power is equals to current into voltage. That means I have already told that P is equals to W by T. W is equals to V into Q by T. Q by T is called I. So P is equals to V into I. That means electric power is equals to current into voltage. That is the main formula for power. You have to use this formula for various type of problems. SI unit of electrical power. The SI unit of electrical power is watt. The power of an electrical appliance is 1 watt if it continues energy the rate of 1 joule per second, or the power of a circuit is 1 watt if 1 ampere of current flows through it applying potential difference of 1 volt across it. That is called power, that is called 1 watt. You can define watt like that. Okay, so 1 watt is equals to 1 volt into 1 ampere. I have already discussed about commercial unit of energy, electrical energy in your class in your class, that is the biggest unit of the commercial unit of energy, that is kilowatt hour. That is watt hour. That was watt hour. Electrical energy means what the significance of electrical energy, what is energy. W is equals to what happened. Oh yes, I have to rub it. What is energy? W. W is equals to V into Q. Huh. So E is equals to, I can write P into T. P is equals to E by T, because P is equals to W by T means E by T. So E is equals to P by T, we know that. So power into time. So electrical energy watt hour, that is the unit of power is watt, and time is hour, watt hour. That is the unit of electrical energy. That is that electric what is electric energy? The total work done or the energy supplied by the source of EMF in maintaining an electric current in a circuit for a given time is called electrical energy consumed in the circuit. It depends upon the power of the appliance used in circuit and the time for which this power is maintained. That means W is equals to P into T. That means E is equals to P into T. Okay, that means the watt second, that means watt second is the unit of our electric energy. But commercial unit of energy is and the commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. That means kilowatt, that is watt second, and the in the unit of this electrical energy is watt second. But the commercial unit of energy, that means the biggest unit of this energy, is kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour, K, kilowatt hour, kilowatt, sorry, I have to rub it. Kilowatt hour, kilowatt hour, kilowatt hour, kilowatt hour. That is the unit of the biggest unit of commercial. That means commercial unit, that is a commercial unit of electrical energy, that is called kilowatt hour or BOT, or board of trade unit. Okay, so 1 kilowatt hour, if you want to replace it for in joules, 1 joule is equals to, I have already told that from here I've already discussed that 1 watt is equals to 1 volt into 1 ampere, and you have to remember 1 horsepower is equals to 746 watt. You have to remember that 1 HP is equals to 746 watt, and 1 kilowatt is equals to 1000 watt. Okay, okay, and 1 joule, you have to remember 1 joule is equals to 1 watt into मतलब क्या होगा, जूल इज इक्वल्स टू वाट इंटू सेकेंड, मतलब 1 जूल इज इक्वल्स टू 1 watt into 1 second. Okay, you have to remember that 1 joule is equals to 1 watt into 1 second, मतलब joule is equals to watt second. Okay, so here you have seen or you can see that 1 kilowatt into 1 hour, that means 1000. 1 kilowatt means 1000 watt, and 1 hour is equal to 3600, matlab 3600 second. That means 3600,000 watt second. Or watt second means, joules. I have already discussed here that watt second means joule, watt second mean joules. So here that means 1 kilowatt hour means 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules. Okay. Okay, am I clear? I think I'm clear very well. Okay, so now the electric meters installed in our houses measure the electrical energy consumed in kilowatt hours. Another common unit of electrical energy is watt hour. It is the electric energy consumed by appliances of 1 hour in our 1 hour. Okay, so that is the questions. I'll discuss about it after some time. Okay, after some time, matlab, after some days. That is the important points, that was the important points I have already discussed today. Okay. This formula is most important formulas are here. P is equal to V square by R I square R V I. The formulas is most important for you. Okay, so the next topic, I leave from here and goes to another class 9 Prachi, Sudhanshu, Sagar. Aziz. Answer. Not here. That is okay.